Hey guys, today I want to talk about the direction of Lost Ark. And I think it's a really good time to talk about this because it is a new year, new director, new things to come, and hopefully many, many great things. But I want to talk about the direction of Lost Ark because I was just rewatching the finally an MMO that respects your time video from Stoops. And also, that caused me to look a little bit at the Winter Loa on in 2022, and during that Loa on, the director said something very, very interesting that I think, I want to discuss. And he said this line in that Loa on saying that he wanted Lost Ark to be a game that could be enjoyed by anybody. And I think that, and after he said that, he proceeded to talk a little about like mini games, right? The Primal Island, the thing that like kind of the MOBA version of the game, AOS. There was also the Abyssal Loop, which I remember had like that big old Argos on top of like the Vaulton stage, things like that. And also connecting to that, Stu talked about how there was an update for Strongholds, which actually ended up coming. But the part that didn't come with it was the ability to create mini games in your Stronghold and just like make things that you can play with friends. And that got me thinking about the direction of Lost Ark because all of this context was around building in these additional game modes or additional piece of content that wasn't vertical. It was all just kind of like mini games and fun little piece of content that anybody could enjoy. Casuals and also people who are more hardcore about the game could enjoy when they weren't raiding or something like that. And this got me thinking about kind of Lost Ark as a whole in terms of where the game has come, and gone since its release. When the game released, there was a lot of people playing the game. Let's be honest. It was a huge, huge release. And since then, the game has definitely dropped down quite a bit. One, of course, many bots got banned, but two, I think just a lot of people stopped playing the game for one reason or another. And I think a large part of that might be because Lost Ark has lost a little bit of its original direction that was promised when the game was first coming out. As I mentioned, Gold River's vision for the game was to have Lost Ark be a game that could be enjoyed by everyone. But at some point in time, I think this was probably around this summer when the game was really going up in flames. And we had our new directors, the three directors, the three bozos. They came and were like, you know what? We've heard your feedback. We're scrapping these ideas, or at least delaying them, the AOS and these other mini games, and we're just going to be focusing on making the game better and also creating more vertical content because that seems like that's what everybody wants in the game. Now, I agree that that's what everybody wants in the game. Everybody currently playing in Lost Ark wants things that can help make their characters stronger and better. But I think that there might have been a bit of a mistake there to just only listen to the players who were responding to this. Because if we think back to the original vision of Gold River, he wanted to make a game that everybody can enjoy and everyone can play. And this direction that we've gone in now is only catering to those people who are kind of the hardcore players, the people who are looking for vertical content. And additionally, the feedback that they received was yes from the players, but I think the thing is that Lost Ark has always been this game that was only catered for the hardcore audience, the people who wanted the vertical content, the people who enjoyed the raids, and as a result, never really got the player base that was more of the casual player base. And I think there's a huge opportunity there that we're missing out to bring in these casual players. By one, maybe first off implementing some of these ideas that Gold River originally had with the Abyssal Loop and with AOS and kind of this Mario side-scrolling platformer, right? I think that there's opportunities for us to bring in those fun game modes to attract these other players who aren't really looking for raiding content. Now, I think, especially with Primal Island, right, that got implemented, and in my chat we were talking about this last night, but it's not a great experience. people just go in there, kind of team up on each other, and because you can see each other's names, right? And there's probably not that many people playing at once, so you can really easily get in the same lobby together and just dominate a lobby that way. And people do that because you get some really nice material rewards at the end. Now, I think that there's a huge opportunity for these types of mini games to be implemented because there's a lot of people who play the game that are a little bit intimidated by the rating process. They really like the game, they really like the gameplay of it, but they're intimidated to do raids because they don't want to be flamed, they don't want to be gatekept, all these things, right? And I think that, of course, they're coming out with a solo raids that will help out. But I think there's also an opportunity here to make it so that some of this horizontal content, some of this mini games could be substitutes for actual raiding. Like for those people who just kind of enjoy this type of gameplay, enjoy this horizontal content, maybe make it so that you can do some of this horizontal content instead of raids. And while you may not progress at a rate as quickly as the people who are doing raids, you can still progress in the game by doing this. Of course, there has to be some weird lore reason or something like that that you can actually get these materials for upgrading your gear from the horizontal content. Maybe it's baking in those Legion raids inside of this content, right? And maybe you have to do a co-op fight without just like the normal mechanics against this Legion commander and getting some materials from there. I don't know what the specifics will be, but I think that there's an opportunity to include these players who are not really looking to just raid all day in the game and give an opportunity to do this content that is something different, but also lets them progress in Lost Ark. And I think there's even an opportunity for existing players to do that as well, because there are definitely weeks where I feel like I don't want to do Kyangle, I don't want to do Brel. There's weeks where I do feel like that. And if there was this opportunity to play this other content, then for those weeks, I might decide, hey, maybe I'll just do this content instead and have a little bit of fun, you know? You might not get as much rewards as the main content, but at least it's something that's different that I can have fun with and just relax and kind of have fun with some friends. I don't know. I think that there's definitely been a deviation from the original vision that Gold River had for the game, and I'm hoping that in the new year we'll be able to move a little bit back towards that direction and attract a player base that we could never attract before, because I love this game. I love Lost Ark, and I think we've kind of hit a point where the game has stagnated in growth and is only losing players. And there's a huge audience and a huge market to be tapped for that more casual audience. And I think this would be a good way for us to get back into that groove and get more players into the game. I don't know if that'll work, but it's just some food for thought, right? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you think that this game should just cater to the hardcore audience, or if you think that, hey, there is an opportunity to really do more content for this more casual audience and it's a good idea. But yeah, let me know in the comments section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and as always, I stream every night on twitch.tv/MisoXshiro. Sorry, I have to mess that up every time because I changed my Twitch handle. But twitch.tv/MisoXshiro at 10 p.m. PST, and also multi-stream on YouTube. And I'm going to keep saying this for the rest of the week. I am having a giveaway for 2 $100 Steam gift cards this Friday, January 5th, starting at the beginning of my stream. So come, guys, please drop a follow and come join me on Friday for a fun time. All right, guys. Hopefully, if I don't see you there, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace out.